Yo, what up? Join my Shadowverse guild. Help me get the free legendary card. Alright, so I think how we're gonna do this series is we're gonna do 5 matches a video, or 3 matches a video. We're gonna try both, and we're gonna see which one does better. So what do I play in Shadowverse? I play three archetypes. I mean, not 3 archetypes. I play Havencraft, I play Abysscraft, I play Dragoncraft. Right now, I've been having a lot of fun with, not Ward Havencraft. Like, Ward Havencraft is really fun, but I like using the Angel Girl. So here we are, it's Look Who It Is. And of course I'm playing as my goat Eris, obviously. So we'll try 3 games for this one, and then we'll go, we gotta start with Wilbert. Wilbert's like a mandatory evolution. We're gonna try 3 games for this video, and then 5 games for the next video, and see which one works better. Swordcraft moment. We got a nice curve. I'm just gonna... we're gonna probably use the play point on, like, turn 4, so that we can get, probably, Salifa. And then we'll use both of our, play points just right off the bat. We're just gonna get rushed down. They're not trading. They want to get me to, like, 15 HP so they can instant kill me. But hopefully I'll be able to put up enough wards and heal decently enough. Because this is not the regular Ward Havencraft. This is very much the... Oh my god, you are going to trade. Next turn, we probably Salifa, because you're probably going to have a way to kill this. If you have to trade into Crushing Cleric, then that would be pretty nice, but you're probably just going to play... You know, it's Look Who It Is, and then deal with it that way. But Salifa works really well here. We heal, we wipe their board. We feel pretty decent about that. We play the Adjudicator next turn, just for tempo, I guess. And then we play Wilbert, and we evolve Wilbert on turn 6. It works. So I haven't played this game in 2 weeks, so I'm washed. The meta has changed. Everything is different. I have no idea what's going on, even though there's no new card sets. But I did wail for card set 1 and card set 2. I'm not going to wail for card set 3. Mostly just because, I'll probably just get... I don't know, I'll probably just get, like, the Abysscraft structure deck, because they give you a structure deck for free per thing. Luminous Mage piece. That gives them Storm, doesn't it? Or does it give them Rush? What does this do? Oh, it doesn't do anything. You're just upgrading your character. I wish I had a Salifa, but I do not. I mean, we got a Wilbert evolve. Like, Wilbert evolve has to happen, so we're just gonna go ahead and do it. Because we need the crest. The crest is, like, mandatory content. We should definitely trade, just so that they don't have the chance. Because they're gonna play, like, you know, 1 card, fill their board up. So we should, I guess help them out on that? I actually don't know. So I'm pretty bad against Swordcraft. I don't really know what to do. Because they just play 1 card and then do 10 damage or 15 damage to you. Stupid. A stupid guy. Stupid. Anime pretty boy. There's a lot of anime pretty boys in this game. Okay, that is crazy work if you're gonna, like, super evolve the knight. I mean, it would work, but, like... There it is. We're gonna take 2 damage, and then we have to figure out what we're doing here. We could Wilbert and Leah, or we could just wipe their board with Unholy Vessel. Probably Unholy Vessel, right? But do we try to get Leah out there? We could. So first of all, you gotta go. You use the super evolution there, you use an evolution there, that's a lot of value on the board. But I think I am gonna do this. just because, like, Serene Sanctuary is like the greed play, or if you're fighting like a control deck. But this is a deck that wants to play one card and do 10 damage to you, so make them get through a ward first. Make them answer for a ward card first, please. And then we can Wilbert Sarissa pretty nicely, but I kind of want to Wilbert Serene Sanctuary. It depends what we draw from Leah's death, because there's no way Leah survives. They're gonna kill her. There's no way Leah makes it. You've got 6 cards in your hand. You've got 2 evolutions. You're just trying to figure out how you're gonna kill Leah. The Angelic Maid is... oh. I mean, we gotta go with the board wipe, right? Like, we have to? Like, it's not great because it doesn't really buff our... It doesn't really buff our allies, but we don't really have, like, a... What is her name? An Aether combo? Like, we don't have Aether up, so it's not really... We don't have Aether, we don't have Wilbert, because we didn't have a turn 2 set Wilbert up. Like, Jean's gonna die. It's just, like, is it gonna be Ignominious Samurai? Is it gonna be, like, some sort of removal or damage, or what's it gonna be? The best case scenario is they have to use a super evolution to get out of this. Because then we can pretty easily... Oh. You piece. If opposing follower is damaged... Okay, there it is. It's the Bane. I keep forgetting, Nanja is a card. Why does Swordcraft have so much Summon Bane? And, of course, you left Nanja alive, so it's like, yeah. We're gonna have to Super Evolve to get out of this, I think. The problem is that we really do not want them to get a clean trade with the, with Nanja. They have one more Nanja, though, so it's like... Here's the thing, if we do this, Nanja trades into something really nice, and we just, like, lose the value, so... We're gonna Super Evolve to hopefully force them to Super Evolve. It's going to be really hard, because they only have, I think, 2 more sources of Bane. They've only got 1 more Samurai, they've only got 1 more Nanja. So, it's going to be really difficult for them to get through. Unless they happen to have those 2 sources, and then they probably would even Super Evolve, just to be, like, a real pain in the ass. But we need to get our Serene Sanctuaries going. If we have any of our wards survive to the next turn, Sarissa is going to go insane. And we might even Super Evolve Sarissa. Yep, there's that one. Okay, so you're out. You've used 3 of them. I'm, like, pretty sure you used 3 of them. Now, unfortunately, the Rose Knight is, like, insanely good. So, Sharetta's gonna die. The maid girl, the 3/7. But you are gonna have to sacrifice something, maybe? Or you're just gonna play like a knight? Like, this is awful. Oh, okay, yeah, alright. I hate that so much, dude. Can we top deck Jean? Top decking Jean would be, like, the karmic justice of this, but we are playing, like, a better, objectively better archetype. That's interesting. I don't think it's gotten to that point where we just pop it, but at the same time, we kind of have to, right? No, we absolutely don't. You gotta work to get through this thing. You gotta work to get through these nights. We are gonna trade just to make it more favorable. They should have 2 more of the Rose Knights, though. But you'd have to evolve her to get her to attack immediately. So... We also want, Is this the Prim nuke? Like, you save her until it's time to Super Evolve her and she gives everybody +1/+1? Like, you're at, you're actually really close to lethal now that I think... You might actually have lethal if you have a way to get through the Knights. Like, if you have any source of AoE or, like, hand removal, Because that'll give +1/+1, so you go up to 5, and then you go up to 4, and so you're doing 9. If you have any way of dealing 1 damage to me, which is very easy for Swordcraft, I'm kind of screwed. I should have Unholy Vesseled, actually. Yeah, I think I just lost. Yeah, I lost. Although, you can't Super Evolve because you just evolved. So, you're gonna hit me in the face for 5, which is gonna be pretty bad. But I do have an Unholy Vessel that I can pop after this. And hopefully I can draw something? You're not gonna trade into Sarissa, are you? You're just gonna take face? Because you should have, like, Levin, like the Levin sword guy. Yeah, you're just gonna go for the face. I need some sort of healing, like, right now. Grimnir is, like, a crazy thing to throw out there at the end. Yeah, Salifa is very interesting. I think we have to play Salifa no matter what. Because we need the healing. It kind of sucks, but there's, like... We have to Unholy Vessel, but we... Oh, that's actually pretty bad. Do we Hail Mary with, We have to Salifa, so we have to figure... Okay, Salifa will clear the board, okay? That's the first thing. We have to Super Evolve Salifa. And then she can trade into the Evolved Night Girl. So we're in hell right now. This is so bad for us. Although this isn't really a great thing to see either. We can Grimnir, though, to kill them. So I think we're gonna do that. So these two are dead. We're gonna roll this. And then we're gonna hit you in face. And then we hope that you can't get through to... I should have put... Actually, this would be dumb not to do this. Just because we get 1 bonus damage. Even though you're gonna die. So if we live, we have a really high chance of winning, I think. Because you're out of fuel. But you could also just play, like, the Levin sword guy and I lose immediately. Does she have a crazy Super Evolve? No, she doesn't. She just gets a lot stronger. So... You have to Super Evolve her, but you can't kill me, because none of your units have Storm. And you probably trade into Grimnir, which makes Sarissa stronger. Now, I don't think we can kill... But we gotta go Aether, right? Like, we gotta go Aether? Okay, that's great, that's great, that's great. That's actually fantastic. Okay, this is actually kind of crazy. We need to put up... Okay. This, we gotta... Do we sacrifice Leah to... No. We get rid of you. You have another one of those in there, but you're out of evolutions. Do I buff her to 5? Or do I play Sarissa? I'm gonna buff her to... You have so many ways of removing... You do 5 damage with the sniper guy, who you no doubt have another one of. So if you have a way to kill her, and then you have Storm to kill me, it just is what it is. It's most likely not going to make a difference at 5. Oh, no. Oh, no. Deal 1 damage to all enemy followers, huh? You don't? Okay, we're in hell, but, like... You know, we could... Yeah, we're not top decking anything, it's fine. So, this would destroy you, but then we lose because we can't put up enough block. So we have to go bar for bar. I actually don't know how many things I have in my deck here, so we've just gotta pray. Like, we can play Grimnir. That's good. We have to go Divine Guard, actually, I think. Because there's a chance that we kill the Super Evolved monster. Not fantastic, but... You have no Super Evolutions. You're probably not top-decking Bane. You probably didn't top-deck a board wipe. I hope you didn't top-deck a board wipe. If you top-deck the freaking Levin Sword guy, I'm gonna scream. But, like... Oh, come on! Are you... I cannot believe I got Ravaging Tentacles. That is so messed up, dude. That is so messed up, dude. That was a gauntlet of a game. Jesus Christ. I hate Swordcraft, dude. It's all gonna be Swordcraft, though. It's such a popular deck right now. Like, I'm playing a bad version of Havencraft because I'm trying to get the Seraph Girl to work, but I'm not gonna complain about that because I'm purposely playing a worse deck because I like the card more, if you can imagine it. Me liking a jank card. I almost want to just keep this hand because Jean is just so strong that, like, in the mirror, we gotta keep Wilbert. Like, Wilbert is... Like, you have to keep Wilbert in every matchup, because Wilbert is the card that enables your deck to work. But this is the point where you realize that my deck is gonna be kind of fucked up. Is because I just played this. You don't run this that much anymore. You know what? I probably should have played Serene Sanctuary, but I like this more, because a lot of the monsters that you're going to play either have 2 HP or do not have 3 attack. Like, unless you cheat out, like, a Solifa or something. See? 2. So we're feeling pretty good about that. We can kill the Leah for free. And then we're probably just going to play Ding Dong Ding Dong ourselves now, and Serene Sanctuary. And then we're going to buff you up even more. Now, the barrier is a little bit annoying, but even if you trade into, like, you can trade into Leah for free, but, like, we don't really care about that. Because, you know, like, we draw a card. Like, I kind of like drawing a card. Do we just want to Salifa just to take care of this, like, real quick? Like, we can do that. Like, you ever think about that? Like, we could just Salifa right now. Like, we have to evolve Wilbert. That's the only bad thing about this deck, is that you always have to evolve Wilbert. It's a guaranteed evolution. So... And then, you know, Leah doesn't have any, We actually do need one of our units to die or go away, because... you have to evolve Wilbert. It's a mandatory... It's mandatory content. But we can kill Wilbert pretty easily with the monsters we have on our board, and we need to kill them anyways so that we can get our own Wilbert. So you think about that. Put that in your pipe and smoke it. I would like to buff one of my units again, but, like, again, you have to do this. This is literally mandatory. You have to get the crest. And I think we'll just trade in like this. Which is a shame, because we did spend a lot of resources on that unit, but... I think we're feeling pretty good. We're gonna have a lot of free, Their Jean nuke is coming on... fair enough. Odin to face. That's crazy. That is wild. Like, Odin is such a good card, but also, like, I hate you. That's awesome. You know, I'm not really, like, feeling your Odin's existence here. I feel like he should just go away, personally. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like should just, I'm thinking about it, but it's also, yeah, sure, why not? Get Odin out of here. And then, give me a card. That is actually crazy. Leah's gonna throw hands. All because of stupid anime boy Wilbert, the Desolate Paladin. The value of Olivia. Yeah, I'll admit. It's a pretty good turn. I should probably run Olivia myself. That's nuts. So, how does Cleric of Crushing work again? This is an evolution, right? So it's, like, not even worth doing. So it's probably just Unholy Vessel and Sarissa, right? Yeah. Probably just Unholy Vessel. I mean, it's such a shame to use Unholy Vessel against something like that. I mean, we could, like, Jean... No, I don't want to evolve Jean, though. If we had 2 Divine Guards, we could do something very funny, but we don't. I feel like Unholy Vessel is the only response to such a mediocre turn, and you're gonna play Aether, and it's just gonna be, like, super bad. So maybe I call your bluff and just put up blocks. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not evolving Cleric of Crushing, but, like, what if we just called your bluff? Like, I just put up a bunch of... What if I... What if I just put up a bunch of wards, huh? And I'm gonna play a, Okay, no, this is gonna be funny. Got him. I'm kind of trying to bait them to play Aether. If they play Aether, Jean is interesting. I think I have to Unholy Vessel after this. Like, they're really, really trying to, like... That's crazy. Alright, I have to Unholy Vessel. They've invested so much in this. Now, of course, 9 damage to face is gonna hurt, kinda. They have an Odin, don't they? Yeah. I mean, if they have an Odin, it's like, what are you gonna do, right? I mean, I can't really, like, do anything else. Ooh, actually, hold on. I could do something a little bit unconventional that's kind of funny. You are gonna have 5 damage. Like, here's the thing. If you play another Jean, Salifa's dead no matter what, so... I don't die to an Odin. Actually, I do. Do I die to an Odin? No, I don't. Because you're only gonna play 1 Odin. So I'm like... I'm in a really, really, really bad spot, but, like... I find myself in this situation all the time. Why is it always like this? Why do you have 9 cards in your hand, and I got 4? And you have 1 Super Evolution left, so you're just like, Bro's gonna play Aether and just like... I mean, is Aether even really super good here? It's like, I can't do anything about it. I can play Jean, and that doesn't really do anything. I can play the Unholy Vessel and then cry that I lose my entire board. There's not really a good thing. That's crazy. That's a crazy turn, man. That's a... I wasn't I wasn't expecting that. I wasn't expecting that. Out of all the things that I was expecting, it wasn't that. I wish I could play... Okay, hold on. +1/+1. We trade into Wilbur, then Jean. I don't think there's a way that we win here, right? Because you put up 2... Yeah, we're just going to do it like this. Maybe there's a better play, but this is how we're going to do it. We're going to do this. Then... It's look who it is. I mean, you're going to Unholy Vessel me, but then, like, your turn is wasted. So... It's kind of a weird feedback loop we would get into. If they Unholy Vesseled me, then played a bunch of cards, then I Unholy Vessel them, and then I play a bunch of cards, and then it's like, you know, whoever stops drawing Unholy Vessels first loses. I think I only have 2 in this deck, though. I don't remember. Like, you can't play Jean. That's a no way we both Cleric of Crushing each other. No way, dude. What is happening? This is Cleric of Crushing's big day. Holy. So, Divine Thunder, Immaculate Salifa attacks? Divine Thunder. You're dead. You're gone. I could hit you... I could hit you for 7 in the face, and you take 8. You have a lot of heal... You know what? Vibes. Playing on vibes. Let's go aggro. I've never super evolved this guy before. It's fun. Let's go ball for ball. Let's play ball. No more evolutions. Just card gaming. Why have you... How many Unholy Vessels do you have in your hand, man? You're not gonna get a better... Like, I don't have anything. I do not have any cards. You're not gonna get a better Unholy Vessel than this. What my opponent didn't know was that I had an Unholy Vessel. And that I was hoping... I'm waiting for them to play Aether. Like, are they waiting for me to play Aether? Like, are we both just waiting for each other to play Aether? It's like, I have an Aether in this deck, but I haven't drawn her yet. That's crazy, dude. I mean, there's my Aether. Is there a way that we can do this really nicely? Not really. Like, I don't really want to play Aether. Like, I don't really want to play Aether. So, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna trade. We're gonna play Leah. We're gonna play Sarissa. We can go really aggressive because we have an Aether. We have an Aether and an Unholy Vessel. That is nuts, dude. Ah. That is a crazy top deck, by the way. Alright, so Unholy Vessel, bye-bye. Grimnir. Buff Grimnir. Pass. If they draw another Odin, fair enough. There's the Salifa. That's unfortunate. Alright, we have to play an Aether, which will hopefully encourage you to use one of your board wipes. If you're gonna play another Gene, how do we inoculate ourselves? We're gonna save Aether. I don't know why. It doesn't really matter. Maybe we should have saved the Cleric of Crushing. She's having a great day. She's getting so much value from both Havencraft players. That's nuts, dude. Yeah, I know what you're about to do. That was not what I was expecting. Okay, they're running out of steam. This is great, because I think we just won. No, we didn't just win because of the barrier. There's no way we can get around the barrier. But we can do this. So we're just gonna go ahead and do that. And then hit you in the face for 7. If you didn't heal with Salifa, you'd be dead. I have another Aether. You probably just drew Aether. You're definitely... Why? How do you not have an Aether? I knew you had an Unholy Vessel. That's why I waited until I got my second Aether. This is sad. Like, I really, really don't want to play Aether because I know you have another one of those things. You're gonna have to play it. You're gonna have to play it on a Sharetta Maid. I am so, like... I don't even have... Okay, that's good. But the only reason you played that is that you have another one. That's the only reason you played that, is that you... Alright, it works. The system works, chat. We play Aether when we have another Aether in hand, so that when you Unholy Vessel me, it goes slightly better. I'm gonna be super greedy and do this. We go bar for bar. Oh, that's what I was afraid of. Now, unfortunately, we don't have any more cards in our deck for Aether to summon, so it's like Aether doesn't really do anything. Except buy us some time, which isn't really gonna work because we're dead. So, you know, GG. Oh, if only they didn't have the Salifa. Sad. Quake Coliseum guy is crazy, by the way. Are we really gonna go 0 for 3? Like, we're gonna go 0-3 in our ranked games? Like, should I just switch to the good Aether, the good Havencraft deck? No. Believe. Believe in the angel. Believe. Have faith. We're just getting demolished, though. Like, oh my god. Alright. It's Portal Craft time, baby. Let's do it. Let's go bar for bar. No Wilbur. GG, well played. We need Wilbur. We need Wilbur. You gotta get Wilbur. Like, I know It's World of Horror, man. It's World of Horror. Aether in slot 2, you swap slot 2, you draw an Aether. It's just, look who it is. We're gonna go Leah this time, because, like, you're probably gonna kill me somehow. You're probably gonna kill me somehow. Give me a card. Give me a card. Let me draw a card. Let me draw a card. Just let me draw a card. Just let me draw a card. Just let me draw a card. Let me draw a card. I want to get Darkhaven Grace out there. I really, really do. But I also... You know what? Fine. We'll heal by 1. It's just Love-Struck Puppeteer. It's not gonna be a big deal. I hate puppets. Even though they're the worst deck of the archetype. And look, it's gonna be the Puppet Assassin in 3, 2, 1. Or I guess just Enhanced Puppets. That makes me feel slightly better about myself. Still, they're never gonna sacrifice a non-puppet monster. You're crazy, bro. You're so lucky that I don't have that extra play point, you piece of crap. I mean, I don't know, get Divine Thundered, idiot. I thought Puppet was supposed to be bad at hitting you in the face, but so far they just kill all my monsters and their humans beat me to death. Bro. Not to be rude or anything, but it's Wilbert time. And we do have the crazy Wilbert Aether curve, by the way, so, like, this is what the archetype wants to do. You play Wilbert, you play Aether. That's the plan. You play Aether, you evolve Wilbert, turn 6, you play Aether, you super evolve Aether turn 7, and that's, like, such a powerful thing that you can do, but it doesn't matter because, like, you know, nothing matters in Shadowverse Worlds Beyond. Every card that your opponent has is a board wipe. Oh, hell yeah, look at that. Alright, let's go. Let's do it. Guess who can't count? It's true. That's why you don't take Darkhaven Grace normally in your normal build, is when you have it on the field, it prevents Aether from summoning, usually her whole board, because, you know, we had the Knight, so... We missed one monster from being summoned, which kinda sucks, but we also have Jean. We have this is the 6, 7, 8 curve that this deck has. Which is not really what the deck is supposed to do, because I kind of want the Seraph Angel Girl, because she's really fun to use, because she's a card that when she dies, she comes back. You know. What are you gonna do? You have like 80 different answers for this. You're Portal Craft. But you're not Gundam Portal Craft, so you can't play that motherfucker who just wipes my board at the end of every turn. But I don't know, you could play like Bullet from Beyond, Bullet from Beyond, Bullet from Beyond, and then I would cry. You could do something like that. That is a very interesting play. I don't... If this follower is evolved, deal 4 damage to a random. Come on, man. That's fine. Guess who's gonna get gened, idiot? I mean, yeah, it was just like the greatest. It was just the greatest pull of all time, honestly. Like, this is literally what the deck is designed to do. It's why it's so strong. And I'm running a bad version of it that doesn't fully take advantage of it. Like, this would have been stronger if I didn't have Darkhaven Grace. Darkhaven Grace is for something else. I got 2 different contradictory combos in this deck. Well, I swear I can win games, dude. I went on, like, an 11-game win streak, like, 2 weeks ago, man. With this deck. Ugh. Thanks for watching. Stay safe out there. Have a good one. Bye.